At the box office this weekend, there's everything from Sofia Coppola's take on the iconic romance between Priscilla and Elvis Presley to a civil rights drama. Rad has it all, and he's back to give us his fresh takes on the new releases, including some developing news this morning. Let's talk about Priscilla. This is based on Priscilla Presley's own memoirs, Elvis and Me. I want to give everybody a look at the trailer so they have some context.
Sure. What's your name?
Priscilla Boyer.
You like Elvis Presley?
Of course. Who doesn't?
What are the kids listening to these days?
Bobby Darin, Fabian, and you.
So through a recent article, we found out that Lisa Marie Presley, the late daughter of Elvis Presley, was not impressed with this film and how her father was portrayed. So, Rad, you've been following up on this story. So, and it's important to note that Priscilla does not have an issue with the film.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, once, like you said, the film is based on Priscilla's memoirs, Elvis and Me, right? So the film doesn't show you anything that's not already in her memoirs.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie, so what Variety revealed yesterday is that Lisa Marie had sent emails to Sofia Coppola, the filmmaker, based on the script saying, this is vindictive and contemptuous because you're making my father look like a predator. And, you know, like, look, I just think this is just what a brutally honest look on that relationship looks like, right? Because this is not like Elvis, like Baz Luhrmann's movie from last year.
I was going to say, Elvis movie last year glazed over the whole fact that she was 14 when they met.
Exactly, and it did so many things. I could talk forever about how that movie made, you know, was just a bedazzled spectacle trying to just like, you know, give Elvis a shine, basically, right?
Okay.
Whereas this movie it's just brutally honest. It's about the relationship. It's from Priscilla Presley's perspective about how this relationship could be abusive and domineering, about how she was told how to look, how to act, how to speak. You know, even when he proposes to her for her wedding, it's not really a proposal, more as a command. So it's that kind of a take. And it's also a story that falls right within Sofia Coppola's wheelhouse. Like Sofia Coppola, like I said, she's staying true to Priscilla's perspective, but she's also, you know, has a good observing, like a critical distance where she could see, she could paint that out as, she could see how vulnerable Priscilla Presley is. And it falls in her wheelhouse because, remember, Sofia Coppola is the daughter of a great man, as in the director of The Godfather. She knows what it's like to live in the man's shadow. And all of her movies, whether it's Lost in Translation or The Verge of Suicides, is all about young women struggling to express themselves within the patriarchy. And so Priscilla is just, it's right in her wheelhouse. She knows how to direct the story, and she trusts the audience to pick up on a woman trying to find her voice with like low-key defiance, like how she dresses and how she wears her hair. It's
interesting. Who will like this movie?
This is for people who love like any Sofia Coppola work. So like say The Beguiled, right, which is that's the old version. So the newer version of The Beguiled, made by Sofia Coppola, which is once again about women living in the patriarchy. And then Jackie, which was the movie about Jackie O and how she found her way to express her voice in his shadow. Okay,
next up, Rustin. It's a biographical drama on the man who transformed the civil rights movement. He worked alongside Martin Luther King Jr. Tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, so this is actually the story. It's about Bayard Rustin, and it's focusing on the months before the March for Freedom and Jobs in Washington, which is where Martin Luther King gave the iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, right? So it is about that. This is a movie that is told. You know, it's the kind of biopic that lays it all on thick. You know, the director Joseph C. Wolfe, he comes from the stage. He's very theatrical and stuff. But you know, the performer here, Coleman Domingo, he makes that work. So this movie is a lot better than it ends up being a lot stronger than some of its storytelling choices would allow. And what you get here is not just a story of nuts and bolts activism and about how activists, even if they're part of the same movement, can all be on different pages. It's also the story about how Bayard Rustin was doubly oppressed as a gay black man, as how he was marginalized within a movement fighting marginalization, how he struggled to find solidarity even in the same room as Martin Luther King. So it's a really powerful story that ends up being better than some of the filmmaking choices.
And who's it for?
It's for people who love movies like, say, On the Basis of Sex and Boy Erased, which are, you know, the biopics that make sure you don't miss an emotional beat.
All right, Rad, good to have you here. Thanks so much. Lots to watch on the weekend.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.